Well, 4 emergency filings made in the hours before the clock struck midnight on January 1, dealing a major blow to Obamacare, just as plans were set to go into effect. Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor ordering a halt to one of the signature aspects and most controversial mandates in the Obamacare law, forcing employers to provide contraception coverage for employees as part of their health plans. Now, several religious organizations, they have already filed suit, and the Supreme Court has already agreed to hear cases this session from Hobby Lobby stores, Conestoga Wood Specialties, which filed suit against AHS Secretary Kathleen Sebelius, both of those. Well, last night's injunction was brought on by a request from the Catholic nun organization Little Sisters, and now the Obama administration has until Friday to respond. Charlie Hurt is a columnist with the Washington Times, and he joins us now with more. So, Charlie, what does this latest event mean for Obamacare?
Well, Heather, I think chiefly what it does is it gives us some forecast that 2014 probably is not going to be a whole lot better for Obamacare than 2013 was, and it's a reminder of what a disaster the law has been since its rollout, even since before its rollout, quite frankly. But more importantly, I think it also reveals how deeply and how wide the opposition is to certain aspects of the law. And this particular mandate in the law, as you pointed out, has been hotly and deeply contested by a lot of Catholic groups, but it's far broader than that. And we see from last night's really startling move by Justice Sotomayor that opposition at least and she's not a conservative justice. She was put on the court by President Obama and is not particularly a big hero of Catholics or religious rights groups on the court, yet she looks at this and she sees that there's a real issue here. And I think that what we're going to see going forward is not only the dealing with this very complex issue, but a lot of other similar issues that have raised concerns.
And Charlie, before we talk about some of the other mandates that have raised concern and not been dealt with, how do you expect the Obama administration will respond to this? They have until Friday.
Yeah, I think that they will make the arguments that they have been making all along, which is that that these contraception requirements are integral to the law, and they're integral to safely and equitably providing health care to men and women. But it's not going to assuage the real concerns. And so the real what will be really interesting to see is what happens on Friday when they come back with what I would predict are going to be some pretty overused and up to now rejected supposed compromises.
So, Charlie, we have to talk about this individual mandate, also controversial to say the very least in Obamacare. Yeah. It finally takes effect on Wednesday. Do you believe that this move by Justice Sotomayor could have any influence on any type of delay maybe finally being implemented with the individual mandate?
It's interesting you say that, Heather, because I think that in a lot of ways it actually does. And this is more of a political issue than it is a legal issue, because, Democrats on the Hill, they are very, very nervous about all of this. You see with every week that goes by and there's more bad news, you see more Democrats. And we're not talking about, just blue dog Democrats. We're talking about mainstream Democrats who have been reelected comfortably in the past. To left-leaning districts, they're really concerned about this because this is really hitting a lot of people in all age groups, in all demographics, and it's a real problem. So I would think that the way out of this will be sort of a political solution of some sort, where Democrats pressure the White House to come up with some kind of delay or some kind of way to, some sort of relief. And I do think that Justice Sotomayor's decision last night will play a big impact in the political aspect of all of that.
You know what else will play a big impact for those Democrats? The midterm elections, so possibly some sort of delay until after that. We'll see what happens.
To be sure.
Thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Heather.